Hey all, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to actually cover one of our units in a little bit more detail. So buckle up. C4 haters be damned. We have a ZR-1. Well everybody, we've got the ZR-1 out on the road, and I found a road here that I thought would do it justice. So I'm going to be quiet and actually take it down the road and just let you listen to it. This thing's a monster. Cars are so underrated. C4s in general are a really, really good bang for the buck, but then you throw the LT5 in this thing, and this particular one has been rebuilt, and it's actually got the later model heads on it, so it's 405 horsepower or thereabouts. It's had some other work done to it, and some porting work and other things that are detailed in the documentation that come along with this car, but this car is a monster. It is, I think, as good or better than a C5 with an LS motor for a fraction of the price. These cars are so awesome. Shocks. These cars are really, really amazing for what they are. Granted, a little dated from the new technology. It's not going to hold up to a C8 or even a C7 or 6, but for the bang for the buck that these cars make, I mean, this car is mid-20s. Quite honestly, I've had C5 Z06s, and I feel like this platform is actually more balanced and easier to predict what it's going to do than a C5 is. I've gotten into a fair amount of trouble with C5s in the past, and this car is pretty well sorted. It's really amazing. Unfortunately, these cars get a really bad rap, but if you ever take one out and drive one and actually enjoy it, you'd be amazed at what these cars do, especially when you put the power plant like this in it. So this car is currently for sale. I'm going to do a walk around in the car in just a few minutes here, show and detail the engine. As I mentioned, it has been rebuilt, has been freshened, does have the later model heads, so it is making the power of the later ZR1s, which were rated at 405 horsepower. 405 horsepower is nothing to sneeze at. And these things are just, they're so comfortable. They're so balanced. Just a really, really nice all-around car. If you've never driven one, as I said, I know the C4s get a bad rap, but these cars are really amazing for what they are. So we're going to stop the driving video here, and we'll get to the walk around in just a few. And we're back with a walk around of our Corvette ZR-1. As you can can see from the pictures and the videos, the car is a nice driver quality car. It's got a few nicks and scratches and things like that here and there, but lots of maintenance. I've got lots and lots of records of maintenance, engine rebuild, later model heads, more horsepower than what a 90 ZR-1 would have. So it's kind of built to a 95 spec. It's got 95 heads on it. Some porting and other things like that done when the engine was done. But really well-kept car, you know, like I said, outside of some scratches and nicks and stuff like that from driving. But, you know, unfortunately, that's what these cars get when they drive, stone chips and things like that. But interior on it's very well kept. Seats on these things are usually pretty beat up, and these are actually very nice. Not a lot of wear in the bolsters. Passenger seat obviously is, you know, they're always in good shape because they don't get used all that much. Nicely kept inside in the back. No dash lights. That's the full engine power light that's on in the middle right now. So it does have 2 keys for the full power. We can actually turn that off, and then you see the light goes off there in the dash and back on to show you full power mode. Just over 73,400 miles. Paint is really nice, really shiny. I have some detailed pictures that'll go through the nicks and scratches and things, but you know, just a few you can see here on the front end that have not been touched up or anything. That could probably very easily be touched up with just a touch-up pen or something like that. But you can see that the paint shines very well. Car presents very well, goes down the road really nice. Obviously we showed the driving video. Pretty tame sounding, quad cam V8, so it doesn't have any kind of a chop or anything like that. Power antenna does work, I just have the radio turned off right now. And under the hood is where all the magic lies. That's the Lotus design. 4-cam, 5.7 liter V8. In this particular configuration, it's set up built as a 95 spec, so it's 405 horsepower. This car has not been dynoed, so I can't tell you for sure what it makes. I believe it's probably more than that, actually, just because it's got some aftermarket Borla exhaust on it, and when it was built, they did do a few power adders or power modifications to give it a little bit more horsepower. It definitely, seat of the pants, gets up and goes. I mean, this car makes good power, so it is not your typical anemic early C4 with the L98 350. This car makes some good power. So again, for sale, ready to get a new owner. We are looking at possible trades here for this one too, so give us a call, 414-333-0686. House of Horsepower. Like us, follow us. We've got more coming in spring. Talk soon, all.